Okay, well, here we are looking at the Granada Companion, #1, a Sherlock Holmes album by Kenneth Harris, published by Charisma. This is the book that it appears you could get if you had the soundtrack and sent away for a special promotional brochure. I'm not totally sure, but once we look at it, you'll see why I think maybe that's the case. Um, just figured we'd look at it really quick so you can kind of see what you might get if you decide to invest in this book. Map of London. There's an introduction by Vincent Price, who hosted the show on Mystery in the U.S. A little piece on Conan Doyle by Kenneth Harris. Just kind of promotional photos of most of the episodes.
That's like a prop replica right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Could take that and make the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like an episode guide from the old days. And I think this goes through the sign of 4. Yeah, there we go. And then this is the best part of the book right here, which is a couple of paragraphs by Jeremy Brett on his time and some of his favorite moments in the series up to then. Not too long, but there it is. And then a couple of bits on the two Watsons.
The two Watsons.
Historical piece on the London of Holmes with some vintage pictures. A nice centerfold of Jeremy Brett. And
He enjoys long tokes on the pipe.
Yeah, but it's kind of like this guy's in period costume, but this guy right here looks like he's on set.
Yeah.
It's kind of behind the scenes photo, but it's a nice picture. Again, more historical homes of London.
Comes out of London.
Oh yeah. Then we have the women, which is kind of a weird little Irene Adler, Mrs. Hudson, and then the rest.
The rest.
Violet, and Violet. No, just kidding. Gosh, hard to do this. My copy of this book is a little water damaged. Then we have the villains. Is Blessington a villain? I don't know.
Well, he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
he's a
bad guy.
bank robber.
Jack the Ripper in Sherlock Holmes, something everybody likes to talk about for some reason. The Art of Detection, which is really just the illustrations, Sidney Paget, and I think these are just the Sidney Pagets. And disguises, and not just Holmes, but of the Man with the Twisted Lip, and Carruthers. Old Bill, the police. It's just kind of like trading cards. It's all the police, all the villains, all the women.
Well,
Holmes throughout history, starting with William Gillette. There's Peter Cushing, but I don't see
Vincent D'Onofrio.
John Neville. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't looked at all these in depth. And then the last couple pages are just kind of like a article on the making of the Sign of 4, which is pretty interesting. Hopefully it will come in handy when we cover that episode.
A good look at the Homburg there.
Yeah. Yeah.
At one of the Homburgs.
Yeah. And then a little bit more of that.
The irregulars.
Yeah, I don't know what this picture is. It says right there, but
Juvenile Street Arabs employed by Holmes.
Yeah. And then on the back cover you get Arthur Conan Doyle. But this book, you can find it online for anywhere between like $5 and $200.
It's a bargain at any price.
Well, it's a fun little promotional book. Mine's pretty messed up. If you could look closely, you could see that it's got like damage, I think during shipping. I'm not totally sure. I had this book and it got lost. It got stolen actually when we were in London. And so I bought it again, but I just bought the cheapest possible one because I already lost it once. But It's nice. I did some digging on it, and apparently they were going to do a volume 2 at one point, and they had announced it publicly, but I don't think it ever came out. Um, but it's a fun little book if you're just looking for a keepsake, some shiny pictures. But really, that's all it is. There's not a lot of not a lot of meaningful content in there. The one article from Jeremy Brett is cool, and the few words from Vincent Price are kind of cool. But that's really about it.
This is 1987 Twitter.
Yeah.
You couldn't get behind the scenes photos back then, so you had to pay for them.
Right. This is your wallpaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little book. I don't know how many copies are still in existence, so if you think you might like it, snatch it up.